Oh, the live stream. Great. Meeting starts in 3 minutes if for some reason you're watching this. I'm so sorry. Hey, Kai. You're having connectivity issues, my friend. Well, hello there, good sir.
Hello. Am I on?
Oh, you're so on.
I'm so on.
So
this piece of hair is on.
Dude, it's on fire. Look at that. Look at alpha on the side, like gangster. Like taking the alpha hat. You know?
So hot. Straight hot fire. Something about Mary fire.
Yeah, there's hot right now. How's it going, buddy? Where are you?
What's going on, bro? Are you guys in the big bed right now?
Oh yeah. Cuddling up. Life is good out here.
Be there soon. I'll be there in 3 days. I'm gonna be like right in the middle there between you guys. Like, oh hey, yeah, right there. Hey.
Are you in Seattle right now?
Yeah. I'm in like Mount Lake Terrace.
Oh, nice, dude. It's so sunny.
Yeah, we got a little bit of shine, but it's actually raining.
Okay, just checking. Yeah. I thought I knew Seattle. I'm so confused.
No, you know Seattle. It's like that glow from the pavement when it gets wet and then it gets bright out.
Our version of daylight.
Lorelai's from Seattle too, so she knows.
It's like a false oasis,
Yeah.
but it's nice. It's Peruvian heat wave.
Oof.
In Cusco is a little un poco free. The Amazon is much.
Nice.
Going incog.
Hello, my friends.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Welcome to the party. Doing pretty well. Does anyone want to take notes? I have a feeling Arthur's not going to make it.
Arthur went missing.
Yeah. He was last sighted with King Circle.
Never a good thing.
No. That was 2 days ago. Who knows what has happened since.
Sorry, Ledger takes their board, they can.
No.
I always love collaborative notes, so there's that. If people want to help. Oh wow. Okay, we got a crew. Jeez. Well, I guess we can get started with the classic. What did you do this week? Who does anyone want to volunteer to start?
I'll start.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't do anything this week.
Well,
Next. Yeah, I was out of town, so I'm playing catch up. Gonna be connecting with Chris after this meeting and seeing what else is going on. But yeah, I didn't do much this week, so I now pass it on to Kai. If he can hear me.
Great. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yep.
I'm just playing with my new setup, got a new webcam. It's not as good as I hoped. I want maybe to use it for stuff like your meetups when I'm not here in the future. We'll see. So that I did before. I did some, I tried to do something with the GitHub teams. So I created this React.js task force with the goal to build upon our leaderboard and the Wall of Fame, and also to hopefully attract some contributors to the DApp. I made a video with Satya this morning where he walks me through the code base of the DApp. So this should be only like the first video. If anybody else like Wojtek or Ajay wants to come to me. What else? I forked the leaderboard onto the Giveth GitHub. So it's not on mine anymore. It's on our Giveth one. Yeah, I think that's okay. Small stuff. How about Wojtek?
Hey guys, so I've written I think 2 pages on Wiki. I've done a Giveth DApp meeting and cleared some issues and went to organize it a bit. That's still ongoing process, and I've initiated new release, I think. Yeah, that's what happened yesterday. So let's go with Chris.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. So what did I do? I've been sick most of the week, and it's a stomach flu, I discovered now. But I decided to just heal naturally, so I'm almost there. So that was the main occupation this week. Then I read Bowen's SmartWed updated Burning Man article, made some edits, and we discussed how to create the new article, which I'm still reading today or tomorrow. Then I brought Brian and Kate together because Kate is going to help out Brian with social accounts. I gave final video feedback. I did already 3 trips to pay out NLIL for the reward DAO to various like money sending systems. We will get there. A lot of social follow-up, and I spent way too much time on tweeting the Scaling Now talks out because I wanted to understand what I was tweeting out. So I learned a lot about Scaling Now, also because of Cleo's amazing document and the talks themselves, of course. I started preparing for the presentation I'm giving on Saturday. And then there was the preparation and the comms meeting itself, which was a long one, but a really good one. And that's it for me. And getting so many pings here, so I don't know who, can't see who hasn't gone yet right now on my screen.
I can go.
Okay.
But my kids are just entering the house. But yeah, so I've been working on the smart contracts with RJ, although RJ is like on holidays. Worked on the DApp a little. I finally wrote a wiki page about how we calculate the Ether to fiat conversion. And talking about that, I was crying a lot this week when Ether crashed. Hey. And now I have to pick somebody else. Kate or...
Yeah, I'll go. As Chris said, I've been working with Brian at Slave Free Trade, cleaned up their social accounts, which were a little bit messy, done some stuff with that. I've looked into and made some notes on things that need to happen with the Giveth YouTube. I'll get into that probably within the next day if Chris gets it sorted out. And I proofread the wiki. That's pretty much it. I'm going to pass it to Yoda.
Hi there. So I've been working on this proposal for a Giveth social coding project, and right now the code name is Open Enterprise, but it might be called something else, I think. But basically, it's meant to be an initiative that has more kind of more of a voice for bringing together decentralized communities to build some common tools together. So I think a lot of it ties into like Giveth's mission, but the point is to actually have that roadmap in place and start to put all the tasks that we need in GitHub and kind of like be more strategic and open with a lot of different communities so we don't build the same thing. But it's based off of kind of building things on using like Aragon OS for the privilege system. And it might be something that kind of branches off of the Nest proposal for the planning app, which actually just got approved a few hours ago. Like, so that was granted to build that planning app within Aragon. So yeah, I want to try to use that as an opportunity to kind of, we can start to spec out what the rest of the planning tools DAOs might need, and then figure out how we can like converge roadmaps so we're not reinventing the wheel, and bringing like space decentral and stuff into this initiative and the social coding circle. So that's what I've been talking to different people about, but it's just like, it hasn't really been like written in any clear proposal yet.
Now you get to call on someone else.
Let's see.
I haven't gone.
Griff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this week has been a lot of coordination. It seems like that's my main job these days, just coordinating everything, or at least as much as I can. A lot of Barcelona coordination, Yalda and Edu and Jordy and Alex and Annie and Lorelei and Yaler and Andy and Linz. They're all coming and going. And me, we have like a cat sitter person. I'm like someone who sleeps there, and then like Amir's coming over, and Jordy and Edu and Peter just showed up. I showed him a hotel, so a lot of this like moving people around. And I worked on hiring a PA for Jordy, and I think we might have found someone to do at least part-time. Had a battle with him about that. And then hung out on Riot a lot, gave a lot of like just community organizing stuff and happy smiley faces. Pimping out, trying to get some stuff for this office, a couple extra monitors and things like that. Did a lot of stuff with Burning Man this week, buying tickets. So if you're thinking about going to Burning Man, make sure to register like during the meeting. I don't even care. Just do it during the meeting. It's just some mindless clicks. Try to buy tickets for Burning Man, everyone, please. And also organizing the yurts. I had to put down a deposit on the yurts and all that stuff. I'm working on like the next scaling now is scaling then. I'm done. So now I'm moving to open source block explorers now, which will be a much smaller initiative. God, I hope. And I've just started connecting people there. There's been a lot of white hat group action. There's like a little bit of a bug or something weird in the EVM that most exchanges aren't aware of. And white hat group members like trying to help. I help him connect all the exchanges so that works out. Finishing stuff on scaling now. Did a circles meetup on Friday and have been doing a lot of networking with that crew and just talking with them. Reward DAO, I closed that out this month and made a new sheet and started dishing points again. Doing a lot of communications with EdCon, trying to make sure that we can get Jordy a spot up there and see if we get a super demo, which I think I sent in the core team. Hanging out with Wojtek and the DAP team and just checking in on that. Things are going really well there. I did a small podcast, nothing big, for like a small Ecuadorian friend. He's not small, but his podcast is small. And yeah, worked on all sorts of other random stuff too. So, did Oz go?
Hey guys. All right, so I've worked pretty much exclusively on Ethcan, which is a social coding project. Let's see, trying to really still kind of in the discovery phase. We think we know what we need to do in terms of to transform WeCan to Ethcan. But yeah, we're still digging into that. That was it for me. Let's see, who did not go? Because of course I was paying attention to all of these. Let's see, did Kate go? I don't know Kate.
I went.
Did Yaler go? Yeah, he was first. Wojtek went.
Satya.
Satya.
I went.
Went too. Everyone went, I think.
You missed it? I can do it again for the people that missed it.
With the children again, yeah.
Why don't you just tell me what your
you have to pay attention, man,
for the
when I'm
meeting.
talking.
Okay, back to Griff.
You're muted. You're Griff. Griff.
Thank you. Okay, so let's do a check-in, one more round. Intentions and distractions. So my intention, and I think everyone's been to a meeting before. Oh, Katie, is this your first governance meeting?
Yeah.
It is? Okay. So we'll do toggled off as well. So Katie, because I'll just do logistics really quick. Meeting should be fast. We have a couple of proposals, but I think we can get it out really fast. For this first round, if this is your first governance meeting, you kind of have to sit and watch. So people get to choose whether or not they want to be toggled on or toggled off, as in we actually call on you for the reaction round or not. So so you'll see all this stuff, Kitty, but you have to stay toggled off. For this
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so intentions, a couple of small proposals, and distractions, not really distracted, pretty excited. Just distracted by the coordinating the group, taking notes. How about Zelda?
Tensions.
What
was that?
Intentions.
Intentions.
Yeah, like what do you intend?
I intend. I don't. What was your intention?
There's a couple small proposals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just my intention is to get familiar with this governance process and these governance meetings still, and yeah, start to talk about what I'm doing and understand how it can all fit in and be beautiful. Distractions, like this moment, there's just a lot of projects and multitasking, and it's hard to do everything. Chris.
Yeah, so intention is just seeing all you guys again, like every week, and slightly distracted because I was migrating our YouTube account because this was good advice by Kate. And we kept our custom URL, so it's still youtube.com/Giveth, yay. And give it to Satya.
No, my intention is to have a good meeting. I'm not really distracted. And yeah, give it to Wojtek, I guess.
All right. My intention is to, look at the decisions on the Lumia and have a short meeting. No distractions. Yaler.
Hi. I am kind of distracted just because I'm back from a long trip and there's lots of noises around me, but I'm here. And my intentions are to play catch up with what's been happening, where everyone's at, what's going to be happening maybe in 2 weeks in Barcelona, which I will be there with you guys. And then also to maybe hear a little bit about some projects that have been talked about, some new responsibilities for me. And that is it. I choose Wojtek. Yes?
Wojtek just chose you, but I guess...
I was totally paying attention. I choose Griff. Wait, no, Griff went first. Sorry, this is so hard. We need a thing. I choose
Painful.
I'll choose someone for you. Oz.
Someone choose. I can't.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm a little distracted just by looking on the web for everything, but I'm, intentional about doing the best I can with these decisions in front of us. So, did anyone else not go? Anyone at all?
Kai.
Yeah, sure, I didn't go. Yeah, quick meeting, please. I have to drop off soon because I have tickets for a show. So yeah, also happens. Did anybody not go yet? Chris? No, you went.
Looks like. Oh well, Kate. Did Kate go?
I didn't go, but my intention is pretty clear. It's just to learn more about the governance structure. Obviously, that's what attracted me to Giveth because it's quite unique and transparent, and I like that a lot. And distractions are, I'm not sure what's going on with the notes, but I was going to try and help out with that because I'm going to be told off.
Yay!
So are we just deleting the notes and starting again, or what?
Yeah, sorry. So these are the notes from last week, so you can see the format. But like we just did the check-in, and these are check-ins. There's check-ins for people who aren't here. Like Lindsay isn't here, so she's not distracted by a restaurant. Like no one's in a restaurant, so that's all probably gone. And you can just skip check-in. It's not important. The big thing is this agenda. So I think that I'd like to. We have 3 agenda topics, or at least 3 things on the Lumio. Making a decentral campaign, making a circles campaign, and moving away from mini-me tokens in favor of the leaderboard. I think we can condense that down to 2, because one is making campaigns, and the other is leaderboard, so or donation considerations. So I would like to just throw 2 things on the agenda. So making campaigns and donation. And so then, okay, so that's the agenda side. And now you can pretty much just delete the rest, but leave the format, guys. I only see 2 people in here. So, oh, yeah, we got Wojtek in here too. But on the notes, do the best you can. and it's okay. So, okay. So did you guys all see the Lumio for these? I'll post the links in here so that you can check it out. The links are on the side to the left. The first two are about making new campaigns. So the tension is that Decentral and Circles both want a campaign. The proposal is to give them campaigns, and one of the things about that, or like one of the pieces of that, is that I think the campaigns would be more just the first page and not really milestones, especially for Circles. Circles has no intention of making any milestones, but they would be interested in having a campaign page and using our leaderboard and multi-sig structure just to raise funds, but then would be happy to wait until we actually finish the project to use the dApp. Decentral is likely to start wanting to put milestones in May and June. So hopefully we can hold out until the update, but that is the proposal. So any clarifying questions?
Yep, I have one. What is the advantage for them of also making a campaign? The leaderboard I get, but what is the advantage of also making a campaign if they won't make milestones, etc.?
Just to say that they're using Giveth. It's more of a PR thing on both sides.
Okay.
And they will use milestones, right? But hopefully the milestones will be updated. Any other clarifying questions? Well, let's go. Does anyone want to start? Reaction round?
Sure. So yeah, I also put it in the Lumio. So for Decentral, it makes complete sense to me in any case because it's Giveth core, so that makes sense. That's what we discussed last week as well. And the thing that we discussed as well, I thought last week, was that we would go only with Giveth core member thingies. Yeah, just to keep it simple, because where do you draw the border? Because now Circles can ask this, and then someone else that someone else knows is going to ask this, and then it's difficult to say no to someone else when we say yes to Circles. So I would say yes for the leaderboard if they want to use that. But I would say wait with the campaign because otherwise we'll have other people starting to like get on our platform, and that's not really the idea just yet. So I would not advise that. They can still say that they use Giveth because they're involved and because they will use the leaderboard. So that's my feedback, and I give it to Wojtek.
Okay, so I've also reacted to the Lumio. In general, I agree. I'm just questioning a little bit whether Decentral will not put us again a little bit out of focus, because it's not really fundraising as much as just accounting. And I would like to understand a little bit more how the Circles will work, what will be their donation address, if it will be separate from the Giveth multisig and stuff like that. It's a technical information that is sort of missing a little bit. But in general, I'm okay with adding both campaigns. Hjalde.
So I guess the question is, I'm just trying to understand, based on however much I know. I feel like I'm still new to this to really have a opinion that should be taken that much into weight. But I guess if it's the leaderboard that Circles wants, my opinion is maybe it's fine that Giveth has two different offerings. One is more the milestones based thing, and then you have like more the leaderboard, and it's just kind of like two different products, right? And the leaderboard is a way to maybe, you know, you see how much before someone has money to spend, you can just like raise it and show the different weights that people are contributing. Because based on whatever I read from the proposal, it seems they just kind of want to start raising money using some Giveth technology, and then eventually maybe moving to the milestone based system. So I think, you know, why not? And I assume that would be a separate wallet for the leaderboard, just like Scaling Now had a separate type of wallet, right? I don't know. I guess I abstain on the making a space decentral campaign. I mean, sorry, making a decentral campaign. I think it sounds cool, but it's not something that I probably don't have that much of an opinion on right now. Okay, so Oz.
Hey guys. Yeah, this is a tough thing to decide about because it seems as though there should be somebody kind of maybe in charge of deciding it, but I guess that's us. I guess that's how government works. So I don't have a strong opinion, you know, because it's I feel like it's up to the DApp team, but I also see how it's like a marketing thing. So just say that I think one, decentral is super important because you know, Burning Man, what Griff has done with Burning Man and trying to bring it together with the blockchain, I think is kind of like one of the main features of Giveth. It's one of the main things like worth bragging about, or it's one of the seems like one of the best things that we've done that actually has a physical impact. So I can understand if I think, yeah, that makes sense to put on the DApp. It was on the DApp before the proof of concept. It was the only thing on there, so it makes sense that and it was a success. It was funded and it all happened, so it makes sense to put it on this new one too. And I guess, you know, it's like personally I'm pro, you know, freedom and the circles being on there too if they want. It still seems not that much to me, but I will pass it on to other people that have more sophisticated opinions. Kai, did you already go? I feel like I heard you.
Of course, my sophisticated opinion.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. So for the leaderboard, I would say that's quite okay to use that. Shout out, we still have the bugs with the internal transactions, but if you just want to collect donations from really like normal transactions, that's a good thing. So yeah, for the leaderboard, for the DApp, I have to say I also think it's too early. Like as long as there is no way to donate to something directly in the app, or you know, in one good way, it does not make much sense for me to put it there. I don't want to have the last word on this. I also think the DApp team should decide, because I think it's one of these things, like when you start it now, you have to carry it all the way. And, you know, if we iterate with the application, we have to merge the campaigns like we did or did not with the proof of concept stuff. So that's my main pain points. And I would like to hear Satya and speaking from the DApp.
Yes, Amir. I feel like we had this discussion last week as well, when there was another campaign. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think we can have the conclusion of that discussion and apply it to this proposals. I personally don't really care what I think everybody's like should be free to make whatever campaign he wants. I don't even really need to discuss it there. We can keep it in Lumio, I guess. But technically, we should probably follow RJ's advice and wait a little bit before adding more campaigns. So that's my reaction. Sorry, but yeah. So do whatever you want, basically. Jailer.
Yes. I wasn't able to read the Circles proposal, so I don't have any say on that. But I think that using the decentral campaign is a good opportunity for collecting funds. It sounds like a good idea, but you know, then again, I'm not a super technical person, so my opinion doesn't carry a lot of weight, but I do support it in theory. Has anybody not gone yet? Kate? Oh, she toggled off.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else?
That's a good approach, Healer. No, I think everyone
I
went.
don't have Griff's opinion.
Yeah.
Griff made the proposal. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, I think that, and I want to at least throw RJ in there, that RJ would not want us to make any more campaigns and that it's a waste of time for everybody. And so, I don't know, at least hearing everything, maybe we delay it for a little bit, making these things, and let people make multi-sigs and leaderboards, and we just not have anybody make a campaign, even with, I think we can probably give them the PR that they need by just doing the leaderboard and multi-sig, and when they need to make money, then they beg, or when they need to dish out money in a transparent way, which is the real use of the DApp, maybe that's when they push to be campaigns. So the amended proposal is we say no and just help them with the multi-sig and leaderboard. Kind of random. Any objections? Okay, proposal passed. Kind of. Next. So moving away from mini-me tokens in favor of the leaderboard. So right now, when you make, so the tension is, we now have the current way, the tension is that currently we have a lot of people trying to send donations that fail because they're not sending enough gas. And that's because we mint a mini-me token and give it to people, Giveth tokens. And I think that's really cool. I love it, and I'm attached to it. And I think I need to get over that attachment because it doesn't really serve our purpose anymore. And honestly, a leaderboard might serve it even better. So my proposal is that we ditch the Giveth token and we look into if we can retrofit a leaderboard with some addresses that donated based off of the Giveth token balances. We look into that, but then we move to just collecting money out of our multi-sig, and that will save everybody gas and likely have fewer failed transactions on donations. And then once we've implemented the leaderboard. So, any clarifying questions? There should be, probably.
I have a clarifying question. Do you still intend to dish the tokens at one point, or are we completely abandoning the tokens?
I mean, yeah, I would intend to. The end goal is to DAOify our governance mechanisms, and so once we have more practice with Aragon, I would think that we will want to give the donors who have donated to Giveth some sort of governance power based off of their donation. And so I don't know if we will dish the tokens or if we'll have some other solution, but definitely we will maintain awareness that that token existed and tracked the donors in the past. But whether that involves dishing new mini-me tokens out to everybody, that's kind of so that they can participate in governance. That kind of depends on how Aragon is structured and whether or not everyone needs a token or how that whole thing works. Any other clarifying questions? Cool. So let's go reaction round. How about Yaler?
I don't know anything about the mini-me token, so I am not the person to ask about these things. So let's go Wojtek.
Okay, so I clearly see the tension, and it's important. However, we did say that we will keep the tokens and we will include more and more governance in the DApp. So for me, it's important to maintain the tokens. However, since we're on a testnet, I wonder if part of the bridge solution couldn't be dishing the tokens on the testnet addresses and maintain basically the tokens, but just on a testnet where it's essentially free. That would be ideal solution for me. Let's go with Oz.
Yeah, that sounds like a spectacular idea. I don't know. I think that if hopefully, yeah, there is like another choice like that, like a scalable way we can keep track of the tokens, because I think it's really important. Obviously, we can't turn away donations, or if it's a problem with donations, then I think I agree that we have to get rid of it, just being practical. But I mean, the whole point of Ethereum is really, the whole point of this blockchain world are these like tokens, right? And so the fact that we have to give up on it because of cost or scalability issues is definitely sucks. So, but it's like a challenge that everyone has to like, it's a challenge to surmount. So yeah, I think that Wojtek's idea sounds great. Can anyone comment on the feasibility of that? Sounds good to me. Let's go have RJ. Satya, do you know anything about this?
He is no more.
Oh, he's not here.
I don't see him. Does anyone know about tokens?
I mean, I can say that I do think it is a feasible option. It's not. It would have to be. It would have to be like a ghetto solution, but basically, whatever bridge structure we make for the creating the token in whatever, we could add to it. That we also should create another token for a governance token. I don't think that's difficult at all. We'll just have to tell RJ to make that part of the bridge solution. But anyway, sorry, I'm out of turn. How about Chris?
Yeah, so not gonna give any feedback on the technical side. If you guys find a solution for that, cool. My non-technical feedback would be that since the beginning, giving tokens to people that they can use in the future for governance hasn't made a lot of sense to me, because right now, yeah, they're giving to the Giveth campaign, but we're taking decisions without any governance structure for which the tokens work at this point, and we're spending their money, so to say. So my feedback would be, even if it's technically possible and there's not a lot of work to be done, cool. But if it is extra work and that logic is the logic I just said, that's how I understand it. There is actually none for the moment. There's no need to have it. So as long as the dApp is not completely out and they do not give directly to, they do not have governance powers, I would stop with giving the token out. Long explanation, long feedback. Hope it makes sense. And I give it to Yelda.
So yeah, I understand wanting to go down this route to make it painless for people to donate. And I think it's just a matter of saying, yeah, if you donate to these addresses, you'll be rewarded with some tokens in the future. I think it's important to still have the governance tokens and not just get rid of the concept, because I could see different uses can be like, oh, people voting on what features, or, you know, things like that that don't really, you know, you have to come up with the set of things that these token holders can vote on and what makes sense for people that have donated to vote on. So starting to outline what that might be. It could be prioritizing features, like maybe you still have like a 70% that's planned by Giveth, but you give like 30% that's planned by the token holders, or things like that. So maybe I don't know if it's cheaper just to every month you do the accounting and send people the tokens, so it doesn't happen the donation, but it's more like a multi-send ERC20 thing. I don't know if that's cheaper, but yeah, I understand wanting to do the leaderboard thing, but I agree that the governance tokens should still exist in some way or another, and you can always do the accounting later to distribute it to the donors since you have all their addresses. regardless if you move to the leaderboard.
Now you pick someone.
I think I'm the only one.
Kai?
left.
Yeah.
So yeah, two things. Like the token is nice. I think it's kind of comes with him being in this space that you have to have some cool token mechanic. I don't think it's really thought out a lot. I mean, it's nice to have a governance token, but like Yalda said, it was never defined like what that entails, or like, because on the one side you have like you can buy out the whole governance of Giveth with your money. On the other side you have, oh, you don't really get much influence. So that would be interesting. So having said that, I really like the token though. I don't know how much it increases the gas. Like if people donate from our donate button, they should have gas high enough set for the transaction to actually reach our contract. And the other thing is like the leaderboard. As soon as this is in a way fixed that we can monitor internal transactions, we currently have no way of showing to people in a transparent way who gave money to us, like how much money do we have or whatever. There is no such thing. We have one donation address. If you go to this donation address, you see crazy thing like in and out, but yeah, it's not really transparent in that sense that I, as a donor, when I donated, know, okay, they have so much, so and so much. And I think the leaderboard would go a long way in gamifying donations to Giveth. And so it's nice. But so just saying that it can be deployed anyhow. So it does not have to be one thing. Leaderboards seem to be a new thing now, and it's nice. So can make as many as we want. One does not exclude the other. And I will hop off. Thank you, guys. And give it back to Bruce.
Cool. I think that's everyone, right? Okay, cool. So I pasted a link to a donation that happened the other day. It was 53-cent donation. Someone just sent point. Oh, it was me. Okay, cool. And it cost 12 cents in gas, which is not so bad. The gas used is about 6 times as much as it would be without the token creation. So it's not that bad, but it's more about people sending and then it failing, and then they just forget that it happened at all, and they just never do anything about it. So, yeah, I would. What I really liked both Wojtek and Yalda's ideas about this a lot. So I think that it will be really interesting to debate this a little bit more. But I really do love the idea that Yalda put out, because if we do the send manually for people and distribute these tokens, which I think would be good, then when they go to their Etherscan, they'll see like, oh, I donated to Giveth. It's like a badge more than a token, because when they click their Etherscan list of tokens, they'll see Giveth, Giveth governance, and be like, oh yeah, because I donated to Giveth, and so there's this like positive feedback loop, and so I do want to maintain that. So I would we'll go do the leaderboard and we'll see how it goes. And I'm glad that Kai got to hear all of our opinions and we had this discussion around, but maybe we'll table this for a later date to examine the technical capabilities with a discussion with RJ. Okay, so then tabled. So that's everything. I guess we just do.
Oh no, Griff, you forgot actually the one, the Lumio proposal from last week, the Barcelona one. We haven't discussed it. I don't know if there's anything to be discussed though.
Oh, that's a great call. Barcelona meetup. Tension. It's been a long time. We had a meetup kind of in Barcelona the other week, but there were 2 conferences going on and it's really distracting. The proposal, after speaking with the DAP team and a few other people about what times would work best. It was Wojtek has this clear week from the 14th to the 23rd. Whether or not he'll be there that entire week, who knows? He doesn't have to be, right? But at least that's keeping it open for him so that he can show up at that time. And I know Chris already bought some tickets, so it's looking like it's happening. But I'd love to hear feedback on this proposal. Barcelona meetup. Oh, and the other piece of it, at least, is like for the setup, relatively informal. But depending on what day everyone is able to show up at their leisure, maybe we'll have like a Giveth day. But for the most part, it's kind of unstructured opportunity to do co-working. I'll probably get a big Airbnb somewhere nearby the office, or maybe even not nearby the office, depending on what I can find. That's my thoughts on it. Let's hear from Oz. Oh, sorry, no, clarifying questions. Clarifying questions. None.
Oh yeah, sorry, I have one. How many in the Lumio? How many people already said that they were coming?
Oh, see, I don't know. I didn't see this in the thread, so.
Or in the sheet, I don't know, somewhere.
Where is that?
Yeah, the only reason I'm asking the question is because maybe you don't need a bigger place and just one extra room or whatever could be enough. I don't know. Just ID.
I have 8 that agreed and 2 that abstained. RJ said he might not be able to make it. He said he's not sure. So we'll see. Any other clarifying questions? Okay, then back to Oz.
Cool. I won't be able to be there, so I hate the idea. I don't know if it would help you guys to like say goals, like what your goals are for to come out with beforehand. I don't know. Goals are always tough, but maybe that would be nice. And see you guys in Toronto for the real meetup. Moving on to Yalda.
Hello. Yeah, I think it's great. I'm not going to be here. I'm going back to California next week, but it would have been nice. But I think, yeah, I abstain. Next person, let's see. Yeah, Yalor?
Yeah. I'm super excited for this because to be there anyway, and I wasn't able to be there last for the ECC meetup. So I'm very excited to see whoever's there and to be there and kind of really get in the thick of things, and also help explore more possible responsibilities for me as I'm freeing up more and more time for Giveth. And I also want to offer like any help with coordination or like scheduling or just setting up nice things for people while they're there. So anybody who has any needs, contact me and I will help facilitate them if possible. I picked Wojtek with the thumbs up.
All right. Well, I'm all up for that meeting. I'm also all up for the meeting in Canada, in Toronto. Actually, I just want to see you guys all the time. So let's do that. Who didn't go? I think everyone did, right?
No, I didn't go. Yeah, but the feedback for me is just yes. So I'll be there but only from Monday till Friday. So Wojtek, this time you cannot say that you're only arriving on Thursday, because I have to leave for a weekend that was already planned. And yeah, my intention is just to like work together with Cleo and with Yealer, and also see with Wojtek what we can do, and with whoever. So yes, definitely you go. Whoops, I think we now all went because some people dropped off.
I think that's everyone. So the big thing is that this is an well, hey, Kate, out of curiosity, will you be able to go?
bit of a funny situation, but I am not allowed a British passport right now, so no, I won't be coming to Barcelona.
So you're stuck in the UK?
I am stuck in the UK. I'm a prisoner of the state,
But
but I'm
Stuck on the
working on it.
island.
Can you use ID because it's still within Eurozone?
We are the only European country that doesn't have national ID.
And
But
it's
yeah,
only
you
gonna
can
get
normally-
worse. Brexit.
Yeah, can we not?
Okay. Well, that's too bad. We'll have to start a campaign to smuggle you into Euro soil.
I'm putting that on the Lumio now.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week we'll talk about it. Okay, cool. Well, it sounds like the proposal is going to stand. I will do some work. I will say that the goal, for the most part, is just to align our thoughts and eat food together and enjoy each other's company. And I feel like there's, it's so easy when you don't see people for a long time to imagine what they're thinking and imagine it wrong. And being able to see each other in person will bear fruit that we can't even imagine, in my opinion. At least it did in Paris, and so I think we got to do it again. Anyway, so proposal, meeting, I'll try to coordinate with, and I'll ask the other for help to coordinate Airbnbs and try to hunt everyone down to see what dates they can show up. And then we'll do it, and we'll see you guys in Barcelona sometime between the 14th and the 23rd. Okay. Any objections? I don't think so. Proposal passes. Okay. So closing. Actually, recap. I guess there was enough. I need to do a recap. So let's see. Where are we sitting at? We had the first thing. This is Katie's first meeting, so welcome to the party, Katie. She was toggled off. We had a debate about Decentral and Circles and whether or not they should both be campaigns on Giveth, and we kind of decided that, or at least it came to the decision that they can be happy with the leaderboard and multi-sig for the time being, and we can address it later when they need the platform. And as far as donations, moving away from mini-me tokens, it seems like it got tabled to see what our best technical solution is, but at least the idea is out there, and we generated a lot of awesome ideas by Wojtek and Yalda, so that's good. And then Barcelona meetup, we're having a meetup April 14th to the 23rd. Details will be figured out, but it's happening. Buy tickets. Tell us when you can come. Okay, recap over. Check out. So thank you guys. Easy meeting. Made it under an hour with 4-ish proposals. So that's pretty good. Happy. Let's go with Kai.
Kai's gone, right?
Oh, okay. Let's go with Oz.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, great meeting. I hope I was helpful. I'll move it on to Chris.
Oops. Yes. Thanks for the great meeting. And I'm happy. It's a second meeting that makes me feel better because of you guys. So thank you so much. And I move it to Yelda, if she's still there. Yeah.
I'm still here. It was dark. Yeah, no, this is good. My second meeting, and happy to offer some advice and opinions. And yeah, it's great. Good to be here in Barcelona at the Giveth office too. Yay, Laura.
Yes, nice, easy breezy meeting, and really excited for the Barcelona meetup for those who are going to be there. I pass to Chris.
I just went, but you were reading my text to you. You're not good at that today.
Maybe we should use the raise hands feature, and then it's easier.
People just need to pay attention. It's part of the game.
Wojtek and Katie are your two options.
Okay, Katie.
Yeah, it was fun to listen in. learnt quite a bit and took most of the notes, which I'm quite happy with. I think I kept up, but if the notes aren't any good, then someone else can add to them, I guess. Who else has not gone?
Wojtek.
Wojtek.
All right. Great meeting. Thanks for taking the notes. Thanks for all the great ideas, I would say. And see you next week.
See you next week, guys. Thanks for coming. Let's go have some Chinese food. The Giveth house is going to feast. There's a Chinese feast of brewing downstairs.
Enjoy it over there. And see you soon. See ya.
See ya.
How's it going with FCAN Oz? Did I lose you? Looks like you're gone. I'm always the last person here. Oh, well, it was fun.